Hey guys, welcome back to Rossoneri TV. I'm Gio and I'm here for a new video to bring you the latest AC Milan news and rumors. But before I get started with today's video, a lot of you guys have been asking me why I haven't been posting any videos regarding updates of AC Milan news and rumors in these past few days. And the simple answer I could give you is because there haven't been any substantial updates regarding our targets. Of course, a lot of it depends on the preliminary agreement to be signed. And once again, like we have heard millions of times already this year and the past years and so forth, it has once again been postponed to next week. Now, many reports are saying that even though there is a delay, the agreement should be signed by the end of July. But of course, how many times we have heard that already and it didn't happen? So once again, we can trust these reports, and it seems that this delay keeps on going each week, and we are getting into August and yet there's no agreement signed. So it's very frustrating for us Milan fans because we can't get any signings, we can't get any of our targets. And speaking of which, yesterday there was a meeting between Galliani and Berlusconi in which obviously they spoke about the transfer market, the Milan sale and so forth. And Berlusconi specified that he won't be giving any money up front to sign any of the players that we've been linked to. These include players such as Musacchio or Zielinski, for example. He simply won't be giving any money to sign them. At least that's what the reports are saying. But rather, he wants to wait until that preliminary agreement is signed so that the Chinese could give the money to sign these players. So we can't even be certain that we will be making these signings. Maybe unless like we sell a player such as Bacca, we could actually make the signing of Musacchio. But until then, everything remains to be unknown. And there's been also another report saying that the Chinese seem to be pushing for 100% of the ownership rather than the reported 80% that was initially stated by many reports, in which the remaining 20% was to be finalized in these next few years. But now it seems that the Chinese could actually go for the 100% and completely get the Berlusconi family out of the picture. In terms of financial figures, it should be around 500 million euros to actually get the ownership, plus 240 million in terms of debt. But besides that, maybe that is what it's delaying everything. I'm not quite sure, but it's very frustrating. And once again, the transfer market is ongoing, but Milan is falling behind by the day as we haven't made any signatures yet. We haven't made any signings, and everything seems to go to shit once again. Now, I also wanted to speak about another report that was mentioned today by Sky. They say that until the final closing is reached, that will be in September. Of course, if you guys are not familiar with the whole situation, after the preliminary agreement is signed by the end of July, that's what they're saying, the final closing will be taking place in September. That means when everything will be finalized and full ownership, or 80% of it, will be given to the Chinese. So until then, they're saying that the Chinese won't be giving any money. So that will be taking place in September, but the transfer window ends at the end of August. So if these news, these reports are true, then guys, we are honestly doomed because we won't be getting any money. We won't be getting any money to make any signings in August or by the end of July. And this will mean that we will obviously rely on sales to generate our transfer market. And you know what that means? Another disastrous transfer market where we're gonna probably deal with free agents or very low price players, in which obviously make no difference as to what we already have. I hope these reports are not true regarding that the Chinese will be only giving money after the final closing is reached in September. And I do hope that it's after the preliminary agreement is reached by the end of July. The bottom line is that we need money. We need to make these signings. There's teams out there that are just making signings every week, and us, we're just there falling behind like we've always been doing in these past few years. And if these signings don't arrive, we're going to have another bad, terrible, horrible season, whatever you guys want to call it. but this can't keep going on. I hope next week will be the actual week, but I've been saying this for God knows how long. But let's hope this one's the right one. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about these new reports regarding the Milan sale. Do you think the preliminary agreement will finally be reached by the end of July, or you think it won't arrive at all? Let me know in the comment section, guys. Also, don't forget to subscribe to Rossoneri TV to stay updated with everything going on at AC Milan, and I'll catch you guys later for another video. This has been Gio signing off, and as always, Forza Milan.